Good evening. We interrupt this YouTube commercial to investigate further into the current rumors that the driver GT7, also known for winning the Scandinavian spinning championship several times, the rumors that he is in fact scared of racing at Spa, and he's even more scared of racing in Group 3 cars at Spa. So are those rumors true? Stay tuned as we investigate further. Okay, I will confess I am scared of racing at Spa. It is a very popular combo and all the fast drivers seem to really enjoy this one. Just looking at my friends list leaderboard, I have to scroll downwards to even find my own qualifying time. I have been trying to qualify. I have also done some custom race practice on my own to see how I coped with the tire wear, and now it's time to try a race. We are on the American servers because my US account is the lowest rated and I don't trust myself to race an account with a higher rating than that one. So let's get straight into this one. We're doing 2 races and as usual it contains a bit of everything. So let's get straight into this one. This was recorded on Wednesday. This is rather early morning in the Americas, but we've got a mix of A+ to B drivers in this one. I'm starting from the back without a qualifying time. I just want to see how I get along with this one. And of course we are starting right at the chicane, so we are losing a bit of momentum right from the get-go, but that doesn't really matter. I just need to see if my nerves will hold up throughout the race. Let's just start out by missing the corner by a lot. You can see the GTR in front of me did that as well, and we are coming up towards Eau Rouge Radion, and I have learned that Eau Rouge is actually the bottom of the hill and Radion is the iconic S-curve up the hill. But enough of me trying to be all fancy-pantsy on Spa knowledge. Let me try to learn to drive here at first. I cannot really see anything but a green GTR. Make sure we brake in time, and I brake well early, lifted well early. The GTR brakes a bit more. There's a tiny bit of contact. I really needed to back out there. And yeah, that's my own fault. I am starting from the back, and of course I will be behind drivers who are even slower than me. And here, yeah, I was actually already on the inside there, but the GTR was aiming for the apex. Didn't think it was on purpose, but it all got a bit clumsy there. I was backing out of that one because it might have borderline been my mistake as well for putting my nose in there without really being able to go for a pass. We carry on. It is maybe clear that this GTR is holding me up now and then. It's not holding me up at the moment, but in some of the corners you can see I had to slow down quite a bit there as well, and I've got the GTR behind me as well. Oh, we really got a slide on there. But I think we might be losing some time here, to be honest. Here I got all slidey on the exit, and just make sure to stay on the track, and the GTR behind me got caught on that outside curb, which just drags you outwards for ages. We are about to complete the first lap. We are coming into the bus stop chicane. Make sure I don't run into the back of the GTR. We are braking early around the 150 board, and yeah, making our way through the chicane. A rather tricky chicane to learn to master, if you ask me. We have survived lap 1, and let's see if I can get at least a bit closer to the inside wall in turn 1 this time. Yeah, that's better, braking a bit earlier. I was actually lined up for a good exit, but there was a bright green GTR right in front of me. And at the end of the straight, once again, I have to slow down a bit extra there. That's how it is. We've got traffic ahead. We are making our way down the hill now, and I think once again, as we come around this corner, it seems like the GTR is struggling a bit with that corner. So now I am on the inside, and now the GTR behind me accidentally bumps into the back of the green GTR. I miss a gear shift there. That really cost me some time. So now we are going side by side down into this long left-hander, which I've got the name of, but I almost run wide as well. So I gained the position and I lost the position because the other DTR made it in front of me as I lost some time on the outside curb there. And yeah, we are about to finish sector 2, by far my weakest part of this track. The entire sector 2, that's just me losing time. And I could see we had some traffic ahead, so I am trying to pit after lap 2. I did test this and it seemed like, at least at my slow pace, that I could keep the tires alive in the McLaren, so we are good to go. Now I am here way at the back. I'm catching up to this Brazilian with a big penalty. This is going to maybe cost me some time, but I just have to be patient. It would be stupid to start fighting with P12 here, so I just hope that he keeps the speed up as good as he can, and then I can get going as soon as we can get past. We are making our way around this corner. Suddenly I remember the name. I think the name is Puon, which very much sounds like there's poo on it, but never mind, let's just leave that one. We are making our way through these corners, also rather tricky, especially trying to avoid to run wide on the exit here. Now I cannot really see where I'm going because I've got this lovely McLaren in front of me, but now we are getting close to the penalty zone, and soon I will have some clean air in front of me. And yeah, we are making our way past the McLaren, and soon we will see if I manage to jump someone in the pits. I believe I might have lost some time behind the Brazilian there, but we have jumped a few positions and we are right behind Taco. Now I'm not trying anything into Radion, that would just be stupid, so we are making our way up the hill, but now we are actually getting a run, and yeah, I'm surprised that the McLaren had a bit more speed than the M6 there. I'm on the outside and actually I'm braking as late as I dare, and I actually managed to pull a move around the outside. There was a tiny bit of contact, but still room for both of us. And now my tires have warmed up as well, so we can push a bit now. And as I usually say about Spa, I'm doing all right with Eau Rouge and Radion, and then it's all downhill from there, which is of course a lame joke as well, because it is downhill from there. And there are so many downhill corners and it's so easy to just understeer wide. You really have to point the car towards the inside and just coast through and let the car find the grip, and I haven't really figured that one out. I can see that the entire second sector is where I lose a lot of time when I try to do some time trial. We are making our way through here. Don't run wide on the exit, and this corner, I hate this one as well. Also very much downhill and so easy to end up on that nasty green AstroTurf on the outside. We are about to jump a bit ahead in the race once again. I think we are just going to see if we are jumping a few more cars. This time we are. Now we are up into P8 and I am right behind the Brazilian coming out of the pits there. Now we are catching up to some traffic, and it will be interesting to see if we've got any more cars pitting out of those cars in front of me. There might be some cars on soft tires as well, but they might be so far ahead that there's nothing really to do about it for me. So we just try to carry on. It is getting a bit clogged up. I am lurking a bit on the outside of the Supra there, not really room for me. So I back out again. I just need to be patient. I will never win a drag race with the Supra anyway. So we are just chilling out behind here, and let's make our way around this corner. This is easily taken flat out on the soft tires, but you still have to be careful, and unfortunately I clipped too much of the inside curb. I run wide. I was expecting to get a penalty. I didn't, but I've got dirty tires. I have to brake early. We managed to keep it together, and yeah, you can see we've got some of the front runners pitting now. We are not going to benefit from that, so we just carry on. We are still in the 8th position. Can we find our way around turn 1? That's always the exciting part. Yeah, sort of approaching an apex there. And yeah, we've really got a lot of cars, and the fighting sure intensifies. And yeah, I think we are all just losing time now. I'm having a bit of a look on the inside of the Supra, but I am not able to out-drag it, I think. But I get a helping hand from Taco, who gives me a bump draft, so now I can get ahead of the Supra. And we are coming up towards the bus stop chicane, and unfortunately this time I get an accidental helping hand from the Brazilian, who bumps into me, so I cannot stop the car. I bump into the McLaren. I try to back out so the McLaren can get things sorted, but the Brazilian just goes through, pushes the McLaren wide as well, so I just thought I have to go now as well. I wasn't the one really causing the issue in the first place there, but I did feel sorry for the McLaren, who lost a lot of positions there. So we are jumping ahead, and we are a bit further on lap 7, and we have got some chaos ahead. We've got a Mazda RX Vision getting all out of shape now, and yeah, we all have to stop, make sure we don't get caught in that, and the Porsche got involved in that situation as well. So now we are suddenly up into P5. I am a bit under pressure from the car behind me, but we managed to keep it together also through No Name corner here. And now we just need to keep it cool. We are going to jump ahead, because after a few rather hectic laps, things quieted down. We are at the end of the race. I've still got tires left despite pitting on lap 2. Maybe it's because I am going rather slow. But anyway, we are making it across the line in P5. And this was my first race of the week at Spa. So I'm just going to quickly try to set a qualifying time before the next race. I managed to get in a 2:16.7, so definitely not fast. I think my best time is 2:16.1 or 0.0 on my EMEA account. That's not fast either. And this time we are finding turn 1, and it seems like already that we are running a bit away from the chaos behind us. The two drivers in front of me, they are going really fast. They are running away from me, despite they are fighting as well. So that just about says it about the pace I'm putting in here. We are about to end lap 2, but since I've got some clean air in front of me and I am building the gap behind me, I decided to just carry on for another lap. And just to put things in perspective, my best medium lap in this race was faster than my best soft tire lap in the previous race. And yeah, just rounding things off with some proper apex avoidance. We are going to jump ahead in this race. Now we are at the end of lap 3 and I am going into the pits, and I hope we just get out in some nice clean air, and we certainly do. We've got cars behind me pitting as well. That was the reason I decided to wait for another lap. And now we've got a lot of cars pitting, and we are midway through the race, so I expect we both got some soft to medium and medium to soft tire changes here. And we luckily still have got a lot of, yeah, there is an apex somewhere. I was saying we still got some clean air in front of me. You can see P2 up there hasn't pitted yet, so I should be in P3 still as we make our way up the hill here. Very satisfying section to go through, especially on the soft tires. The car just clings on. And yeah, now we've got the last pit stops, so as predicted, I am still in P3. This was a very calm race. I had plenty of clean air throughout the race, so I basically just had to bring this one home. That should be an easy task, shouldn't it? But somehow I got my first warning here coming through Pouon. I almost run off the track, but despite that warning, I still was zoning out a bit on the final lap, starting to wonder whether I had to go and get some groceries, all those regular everyday things. And then all of a sudden the car snapped on me and my entire career on Gran Turismo passed before my eyes. and to rub it in even further. I've got so dirty tires that I'm struggling to keep the car on the track, so it snaps on me again here. So I go off the track again, get even more dirty tires. I had a decent gap behind me, but that gap has disappeared now. And coming through this corner, you can see I've still got no grip. I have to lift and lift, and now the Supra just breezes past me as if I was at a standstill. So I threw away my podium, but at least I am still proudly defending my Binning Championship title. We are about to end this one. I will try to get better at Spa. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time. Bye bye.